So tonight's presentation is really going to focus specifically on screen reading technology. There are multiple types of technology that people who are blind and visually impaired use, including magnification programs that are such as Zoom Text and Magic, which magnify the screen. Sometimes they provide some speech output as well to support the user in being able to use their computer effectively. There are also a bunch of different screen readers out on the market. The one I'm going to be using tonight is called JAWS. JAWS is an acronym for Job Access with Speech, and it's, I'd say, probably one of the better known or better used or more widely used ones, especially here on the East Coast. There are others that are used in different parts of the world and different parts of the country as well. It seems to, to be a regional kind of conversation. But we'll be talking more in shortly as about the different types of different types of features that different screen readers might have as we go along this evening. But for now, I just want to show you. There's a website. The
menu bar, files, and Olga, leaving menu, Internet Week at 1 but 2 before and after demonstration over. 3, welcome to City Lights. Enter, leaving menu.
This is a mock-up website called City Lights. And we are going to present two different versions tonight. One is an inaccessible version, which is going to be this first one that I show you, and then I'm going to show you a more accessible version after we look at this one. So I'm going to...
Virtual S-E-A-R-T-S, enter. Demo starts here.
Okay, so the demo starts here.
Demo starts here.
Okay, and as I arrow down, you're going to hear different things. JAWS will speak a bunch of things on the screen so that, like I said, so a person like myself who does not have a lot of usable vision, I'm able to interact with the computer. And I'm able to see a lot of things on this particular site, but there are some things that are a little cumbersome, so I'm just going to start moving down the screen.
Blank, visited link graphic red dot with a white letter C that symbolizes a moon crescent as well as the sun. This logo is followed by a black banner that says City Light Switch. Is the name of this online portal. Finally, the slogan of the portal, your access to the city, follows in a turquoise green handwriting style with a slight slant across the top banner.
So this is something called alt tag. Right, and it's an opportunity for developers to provide a description of a graphic or of an image that is useful and brief to the user. This is, it presents a lot of information, and in terms of getting information, it's nice, but it's cumbersome. I'm just looking at a graphic. Tell me it's a, it's a graphic that says blah, 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 and blah, 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 and now I can't even remember what it just said, to be honest with you, because there's so much going on there. So as I'm moving through the page, we'll see some other things.
Combo box quick menu -- greater. Traffic : construction work on main road today : Wednesday 21 May 2014. Link graphic /nav _ home on mouse over. Link graphic /nav _ news on mouse over. Link graphic /nav _ facts on mouse over.
So this is the navigation area of the screen. And for those of you who can see, these are images and they're labeled. The first one is
link graphic blank space link graphic /nav _ home on.
So this is the first one is for the home page, right? So, but I have to wait through all that other stuff before I hear that it's home. The next one is for
/nav _ news on
news.
mouse over.
So navigating through a whole navigation bar. Listening to all this stuff can be quite cumbersome, can be quite frustrating, especially when you're looking for the navigation item, which is the last in a series of 8 or 9. So you have to sit there and listen to 8 or 9 of these before I can get to the one that I want to click on.
Link graphic blank. Welcome to City Lights.
Thank you.
Blank. City Lights is the new portal for visitors and blank. Link heat wave link to temperatures. Link map gets 9 months in violin case. Link lack of brains hinders research. After 3 years of effort, city scientists now agree that the primary cause. So these are articles that are available on this page, and they're, I can get to them, but is there a better way to get to them? Yes, I'm going to show you what that better way is. Olga, enter 1 bucks. 4, welcome to City Lights. Enter, leaving menus 2%. Welcome to City Lights. Left bracket accessible home page, right bracket.
So this is the accessible version of the home page, and I'm just going to start navigating I'll get to the demo starts here part.
Demo starts here.
Great.
Blank. List of 2 items. Bullet same page link skip to content left parent within demo page right parent.
Very nice. Skip to content. This is a nice little link that allows the user to skip the navigation elements of a screen and move right to the content. But let's see what else is on the page.
Bullet same page link skip to navigation left parent.
Okay, that takes you directly to the navigation as well.
List
But
head.
this page is also separated into these lovely things called headings, and I'm able to navigate through them by just pressing the letter H, which means I'll get a heading is similar. I mean, for you guys all know what a heading is. So, so for us, it's like a headline to an article.
She's asking, can we please keep the lights on for the interpreter? Sure. See the interpreter.
Great. So, so the headings are like headlines, right? And they are indicators of the content that's directly below these particular headings. So by pressing the letter H, I'm able to move to the first heading.
Navigation menu : heading level 2.
Great, that's the navigation menu. I know what's under here, and if I look, hopefully those image link things are going to be fixed.
List of 4 items. Bullet home. Bullet link news.
Very nice.
Bullet link tickets. Bullet link survey.
Okay, great. I'm going to move to the next heading.
Welcome to City Lights heading level 1. Heat wave link to temperatures heading level 2 link.
Okay, great. This is an article, so if I arrow down, I can look at the article.
Blank. After 3 years of effort, city scientists now agree that the primary cause of the 2003 heat wave was hot air from ...
Okay,
Man gets 9 months in violin case heading level 2 blank.
and I'm going to also find a labeled graphic, which will be really
Lack
nice.
of brains hinders research blank. Braindom elsewhere blank. Please see the below blank. City traffic blank. Traffic-free penguins playing on stage.
Nice, right? Simple, brief, tells me what it is, right? I think it's either free or 3. I couldn't understand it, but
Traffic-free penguins playing on stage.
okay. So it gives me access, quicker access. The page is more streamlined. I'm sure visually it looks a little nicer, or it might even look the same, but it's designed in a way that, from my perspective, I can get through the different elements faster. I can get to the things that I want in a faster manner, and actually have an enjoyable experience. One other website that I cannot say I have a very enjoyable experience with.
Alda menu. Fame internet 1.65 Facebook.
This was just a demonstration page, but there was an accessible version of the web page and an inaccessible version, which we could call the regular version of the web page. What do we think, guys, about a company or an organization that has 2 parallel versions of the same web page to accommodate individuals with disabilities? If you raise your hand, it's going to get real tired. Say your name.
Okay, Steve Miller.
Hi,
again.
Steve.
I don't see the necessity for having to duplicate the work. If it's accessible, if you have enough vision to see it and navigate it, why would you do the duplicate work to create one that's accessible and one that's not accessible?
So it is less work to have one unified web page. That's absolutely true. It's less work. You make the investment for accessibility on the front end, and you're happy as a web designer going forward. There's also the fact that there's no such thing as separate but equal, really. If you have a separate website, inevitably the quote-unquote special version may be lacking features, or features may roll out later, and may be missing content, may not be updated as frequently. So when we talk about universal design, we talk about a web product or service or technology where the accessibility, usability for all users is baked into the product that we all use, rather than having a walled garden or a separate or special version for some users.
Good question about that. Can that be done when you have websites that are either highly graphical, especially ones that have that are constantly in motion?
I am really glad that you asked that question, and I'm going to try to suggest a direction. You're going to want to look at accessible, rich internet applications, or ARIA. And when we email you the resource list later, it'll be webaim.org, webaim.org. And so you can read about how Flash can be accessible, how live regions can be accessible, and how dynamic, ever-changing content can be accessible. Even the most complex and constantly changing website can be made accessible with contemporary, current, good design tools, and accessibility doesn't mean that you have to dumb down the content on the page.